finding grace in failing fast and falling forward. From the couch to the conversation, where we dive into topics defining and impacting the human experience. I am Rebecca, trauma therapist turned coach. So let's dive in. Like many things in my life, this project of the reframe, transitioning from a trauma therapist into more of a coaching capacity, and starting the podcast and YouTube channel found me more than I found it. And in hindsight, it actually makes complete sense on so many different levels. It has required me to sharpen some skills, refine others, and learn new ones through some crash and burn lessons. One skill that I have had to refine has been to fail fast and to fall forward. Like all skills and lessons, there are layers to learning and integration. I'm really glad it is not my first rodeo with this one. But for those of you that struggle with perceived failure or setbacks, I hope that this helps to reframe your perspective and make things just a little bit more graceful. Recently, when I've noticed myself stalling out, feel like things just really aren't working, really honestly just getting in my own way, it's been a pretty reliable indicator that my own limiting beliefs and ego got pushed out of shape somewhere and are causing more resistance and internal friction than usual. I had been on a path of intentionally surrendering into my own moments of discomfort pretty religiously for some time prior to this project. And it's like the universe smiled at my initial efforts of surrender, nodded in approval, and then dumped me into the deep end of discomfort and then turned the heat up on my fears. Fear and pain lay at the foundation of our limiting beliefs and inform the architecture of our ego. When we experience life unfolding itself in front of us, through the lens of fear, our perspective and perception narrows significantly, and an outcome perceived as failure can be absolutely crippling. Inversely, when we experience life unfolding itself in front of us through the lens of an unseen or unrealized opportunity, a challenge or adventure, or from the seat of awe and curiosity, that can leave us feeling enlivened, inspired, and invites us deeper into the co creation of life unfolding. This is really a reflection of the difference between a fixed mindset and a growth mindset. Shifting into a new adventure and a role, personally, has asked me to sit, squirm, if we're going to be totally honest, and ultimately lean into my own fears of being seen and heard. Now, there's a little bit of irony here, and somehow it feels masterfully orchestrated. But up until this point in my life, I knew that there was a fear lingering in the background, but I hadn't fully realized how deep that fear of being seen and actually heard went. So, how does this all relate to fail fast and fall forward? When we experience fear strong enough, it can be paralyzing and cripple our dreams and ambitions. Sometimes the hardest part is just to crack the paralysis and move forward, even if it's clumsy and awkward. And it's going to be because it's lubricating movement from a paralyzed state. So it is going to be a little bit clunky. That is the fail fast. Put yourself in the uncomfortable situation of growth over and over and over again until you're not fighting your own paralysis, and it will get easier. The fall forward, for me, was to use every perceived mess up or fail or crash and burn as a incredibly precious and valuable learning moment. The contraction around the feelings of failure are underpinned usually by A fear of being unworthy, a fear of criticism and judgment, or even a fear of abandonment can be hiding in there. And it is a reliable, fast, one way ticket back to that state of paralysis. Just a simple mental shift from failure to learning, especially if you have the jet fuel of curiosity and excitement, will profoundly change your experience from perceived failure to a challenge or adventure. I hope this was helpful. And if you know someone that could use to hear this today, please, please, please share it on your social media. It helps in this world. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.